This week, OpenAI, ChatGPT, they're launching the GPT store. They started to do this a while back, at least they talked about it, and then the whole thing happened with the Altman firing and then bringing him back, and then it got put on hold until this coming week. So you're going to be able to use the GPT store to find just a lot of different GPTs that are custom built, like this one that helps you when you're procrastinating, or this one that serves as a creative writing coach. Or maybe you need an AI guide for Baldur's Gate 3. Maybe you just want air fry recipes and nothing else. There's a GPT for that. This one that helps with the stock market. Now, you'll only be able to access the store if you're a GPT Plus subscriber. But if you are, I'm going to show you how to use the GPT Builder. You've already got access to it, and it's actually super easy to use. And if you're not a Plus subscriber, this may change your mind. It's actually super easy and super fun to do. So let's dive in. So the first thing we want to do is open the GPT Builder. You can do that by going to chatgpt.com/create. Now, you can also do this from the GPT interface if you just choose Explore on the left-hand side where you've got all your chat history and everything at. And then you'll see a Create GPT button here. Now below this black box, I've got some GPTs that I'm not ready to show you guys yet, but there's some fun stuff coming. All right, so this is the GPT Builder interface. And what we've got here is basically on the left-hand side, you've got your own GPT Builder bot that you can talk to. This will help you create the GPT, and it honestly does most of the work for you. On the right-hand side, we've got a preview where we can start to test things. If we go to the Configure tab up here, we can name the GPT, add a description, add what custom instructions it's going to do, and then conversation starters. Knowledge, we can upload files, we can upload images, spreadsheets, whatever you want your GPT to have access to in regards to how it answers. And then down here for capabilities, we can turn on web browsing, Dolly. Code Interpreter lets you upload files to ChatGPT so it can review files, PDFs, Excel spreadsheets, things like that. And then for actions, if I hit create new action, this gives me access to pull information into ChatGPT from an outside source. Not something we'll be doing today, but I expect we'll be seeing some really fun integrations once this rolls out to the store. And then here, this lets us create a profile picture for our GPT. But let's take a look at the GPT build. What would I want to make? A GPT that's entire job is to help me level up crafting in Skyrim. All right, so now it's suggesting we name it Skyrim Crafter. Does that work for me? Sure does. All right, typically it would have created a profile picture here, but it seems to be having issues with that right now. So it's asking me now to ensure it best suits my needs. Let's talk about its behavior and interactions. What specific types of crafting do I want it to focus on? Should it be, we just want to cover all equally. And as you can see on the preview here now, it's got the Skyrim Crafter GPT. Tells that it's an expert in Skyrim crafting, providing strategies and tips. And then it's got 4 different conversation starters. Great. Skyrim Crafter will now focus on basically all of the professions. Should it use a specific tone? It should always answer as a Skyrim NPC that's terrified of dragons. It should always answer as a Skyrim NPC that's terrified of the dragons. So now the GPT is always going to roleplay. Just why not? The GPT needs more information. Should it ask for specific details? Ask for details. This is just sort of helping refine exactly how I want the GPT to communicate with me and how I want it to respond if it doesn't have a good answer. What we're doing now is just specifically just fine tuning the GPT a little bit further. The last aspect is how would you like to adapt its responses to different users? We want it to treat each interaction as a standalone conversation. That way we just get a fresh conversation each time. We don't have to worry about anything gunked up in there. And that does happen with GPTs. All right, so now it's telling us that it's basically done. It just wants us to try things out in the preview over here. Let's go ahead and go over to configure and we'll take a look here. So this is the instructions. It adopts the persona of a Skyrim NPC who's terrified of dragons. Providing an equal focus on alchemy, smithing, and enchanting, it will ask users for specific details about their Skyrim character to offer personalized crafting advice. Let's see if there's anything good in here. The tone remains a mix of urgency due to the dragon fears and a keen interest in crafting. And then here's the conversation starters. They're here, and we can edit these if we want to. You can upload files here if you wanted to. I'm actually going to turn Code Interpreter on here, because ideally you could just take a picture of your character's stats and upload it here and say, hey, this is what I need to focus on next. And we'll go ahead, save. We'll call this everyone, and by putting it everyone, this will actually put it out in the store. And now I've got my Item Crafter GPT, and it's that easy to make GPTs about anything. There's also this website called whatplugin.ai. Until the GPT store is actually released, this has been a great way to find different GPTs. You can choose by a category, you can filter certain things out, you can search for something specific. Great website with a lot of different cool tools on here. And until the store's been launched, this is how people's been finding cool GPTs. Told you it was super easy, right? The GPT Builder is a great tool to use, and you can do some really fun stuff with it. I've not seen anything that's game changing with it yet, but that may come with the store. We don't know. We don't really know how monetization is going to work either. And if you guys enjoyed the video, found it useful, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.